Ugh. Thanks for letting me know that. Appreciate it. I don't know when the sound went. I had fresh batteries, I thought. I'll leave it on the in-house sound for now. And if it proves to be a problem, y'all let me know. I'm sorry. Someday I was. I'm sorry. All right. So, anyways, I don't know what that is. We're gonna finish these earrings. This is not. I don't know if y'all were here last night, but these are not. There's no finish on these. This is a burl wood, and we have sanded it down to the glossiest gloss you can get. That's 3,000 grit sand, so that we don't have to worry about ears, right? I got an idea for the bottom. I couldn't quite do that with the bottom, but I got an idea for that. It's gonna work beautifully. Trust me. Well, technically that's the top. It's gonna work beautifully. So now I've got to put holes in this. Okay. We sold this to Fetty Spaghetti, and because she's been such a long-term part of this channel, we were also able to get her these Madrone earrings. We did. So, yeah. It looks like 3 pieces. It's actually 4. There's walnut, purple heart, walnut again, and then the Madrone. Now, when I cut holes and things in earrings and stuff like that, I don't measure. I just drill them. I think it gives a more unique look to it. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? My best friend Craig in the building. All right, where is? Oh, what I was going after. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm scattered a little bit. I'm only on my 2nd cup of coffee this morning. That's it. 1 cup for the entire, well, 1.5 cups for the entire morning. I don't know how I made it. Now, dang it, I gotta start planning ahead. That's all. I'd be so excited to get started when I find out I got the time to get some stuff. And what's weird is I find the time for YouTube when other plans go wrong. That's how many plans go wrong for me. I just roll with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because today was going to be cabinet build day. I was very excited about cabinet build day. And I feel like I lost the whole desktop. Like I'm looking for it, like, how could I have lost an entire desktop? My shop is not that big. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's because the vise isn't on it. And the vise is what I'm after right now, today. So you can handle some of this small stuff a little bit tighter, a little bit easier. This suction vise, as far as the articulation goes, it's great. It's great. You got to do a little tweaking to make it tight. It's not a heavy-duty machine, but it is a good machine. For the price, it's an exceptional machine. However, I guess they meant for it to be in an automotive shop because it had a little suction thing on the bottom of it. And that little suction thing was like good for metal, bad for a wood top. So we had to do something different, take it off, drill these holes. And I have in my other desktop that I made for this, it has these little brackets that get it and everything, but right now we just need something to hold our stuff, and that's the beauty of the wooden desktop. We're just gonna throw some screws in it, and that'll hold it down well enough for us to do everything we want to do. Sometimes we do it fancy, sometimes quick and dirty. Today is a day of fast dirt. I really hope he can forgive me for this. I really do. But I really want to use this mallet. And I can't use it with this chain on it. You know? So I gotta open this up. Now, there's a pin in there. Maybe I can get it to knock through, you know, and then just release. But I don't want to damage it. I don't want to damage it. But I definitely want that pin out of there. I think that might work. Will it go in there enough to do it? Yeah, that's in there pretty good. I want this mallet to do stuff like this that I'm doing right now. Let me get a hammer. This is my dad's hammer right here. I wonder if is that a screw? Would that possibly screw out? I don't know. Oh, y'all installing a set of cabinets right now? Word up. Cabinet install day is a good day because it's such a visible thing, you know? such a visible thing. I'm gonna try to pry that open. Golly, I hope. Now, generally, I don't bother stuff that people send me. Like, if it's a gift, it's in the shop and it's usually on display. I just think this is an amazing build, and it can be a tool, and it is a tool. So I'm gonna figure out how to use it. This is from Boring Guy DIY. He makes incredible builds, y'all. Incredible builds. Really neat, really satisfying stuff. Like, yes. Isn't that dope? That's from a Mallet War. The spoils. He is a fun dude, and he's like a scientist. He's like a scientist. He's a precision guy. You can just tell it by the builds, but his vibe is very much that. This is what I wanted this for. Because this thing is a little stuck, right? And I always need something to pop it a little bit loose. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get it where I want it, hold me tight. You feel me? Wiggly a little bit in there. That's a lot of... Where are we going with this? Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do leather right here, man. We need to do leather right here. Right now, this will do fine. We need to figure out how to do leather right there. Captain Karen, what's up? Gonna pop her loose. Heck yeah. Let's see, we want to stay real close to the top here because we want the smaller little bit. So we're gonna say about right there. We're gonna press. Get her tight. Do not want no shiftery. Wes the Human Drill Press strikes again. sides. Boom, boom. Clean machines. So, see what else was on that. Now we polished these last night to 4,000 grit, so they look shiny and shimmery. And we also got some new hardware. So we're gonna stay a little bit mindful of Little Desert. We don't want them to get stuff on it. So I'm gonna pop a pair of those in. Make sure that's the right size, because oh my God, that's too big. That's just too big. Alright. These we have to work open. So and there are two things we got to do. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We've got to put something on those rough spots to get them as shiny as these. But again, we don't want to put a bunch of chemical on this. It's going to go in somebody's ear for crying out loud. So what I am going to do is use a product that was specifically designed for human skin. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. As soon as I can find it. If I can't find it, I'm going to have to use epoxy. What I was going to do was use CA glue because it is a sterile thing. Oh, here it is. And it was actually made. Nuts! Nuts! What's up? Good morning to you too. Oh, you got one of these vices? Word. It's the best. I might do these one at a time. I don't want her to be able to move, man. This is a great little vice. I was just telling people how it's probably better for people who have metal boxes that don't have to do what I did and drill holes. All right. That's all we need to do there. I'm gonna put some of it on here too. I'm not gonna stick them together, but we're just gonna spread it out so that it doesn't run down the sides. Sort of a twofer. CA glue actually turns out to be a good finish. I'm not squeezing on, I'm just rubbing what's on the edge off. Kind of the same. Oop. See? Hold two things with CA glue in your hand at the same time and watch the world fall apart before your very eyes. I'm just spreading what I got with the tip of that nozzle. Now I gotta wait for these to dry before I do anything. So keep them upside down so it doesn't want to run down the earring itself. We are well. I'm well anyway. How you doing, Smoke? Up early, blowing on the wood. Yeah, I know how it sounds. I know how it sounds. I'm a monster. Alright, let's put this here. Never let your hands do something gravity will do for you. Don't busy your hands with something that gravity can do instead. Just a little advice from your Uncle Wes. We'll pull you back a little further so maybe you can see a little more. 11 a.m. and a heat advisory. Good night. Brown Sugar, how you doing? Oh, snap. I just threw that across the room. Feels like 108 already. Jeez. Lot of mercy. Golly, you might want to fast track one of those motorcycle sales for a daggone AC unit. Woo. You would be beasting out if you could be comfortable out there during the day. You really would be. But you know, time seems to move pretty fast these days. It'll be winter before you know it. Down there having a Floridian winter, which is, what's that, 85 degrees or something like that. Opened up. Summer base is the winter base. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot of moolah, dude. I am working on these earrings that I made. These are beautiful little burrow, but they need themselves some, you know, hoopy hangy things, and the tops of them aren't as sandable as the sides, and you know, so I couldn't get as nice a finish as I did out of just sanding. That's a 3000 grit if I haven't said it 150 times yet. So I'm putting the super glue up top to give sheen to that without having to add an oil or anything that somebody might be allergic to if they bought these and wanted to wear them on their face. Hell yeah, hoop thingy things. Thanks, Knots. Check out that little madrone piece we did. I'm gonna put a way to wear it too today. I gotta decide one whether this is up or if that's up. I think this is up. Very crack forward on this one, and I think I'm gonna just drill a little hole in the top, put me a little hoop up there. You know what I'm saying? I think I can do that while that's drying, maybe. Give me another excuse to put something in the vise. I always eyeball jewelry. Hopefully this don't go bad. Lee, how you doing? Elevated Jim, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm sorry I missed you before, Lee. Yeah, 10 drill bitch. 10 drill bitch is my thing. Sort of like it, you know what I'm saying? Something like something what I want to do. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is drill that bad boy down in there. And then I'm going to hoop it with one of these. And then I'm going to put a big loop on it, probably. Like that, but maybe. Yeah. But anyway, first things first, let's get this on. What I'll do to get it on, Let's see if I can adjust some light over here. Okay, that might have helped. No. This is where it gets a little bit weird. Because I gotta be protective of my stuff. And I should have did this first, but I needed to know where that hole was gonna be exactly. So that's our hole. Because what we don't need is super glue running down this finish. So we'll go ahead and lock him in to that. Super glue is a little too quirky to control, we all know that. So we'll get us a little drop on there, and we'll let that drop sort of hit our hole. See, that's why, because we didn't want that to get in the wood, right? So now it's in the hole. What we can do, way so we can turn that thing. So on purpose, we leave the sawdust down in there that the drill made so that it can also kind of bond with the super glue. They make a really good formula for a strong hold. It's almost any kind of dust plus super glue ends up being a good thing. I kind of want to go lower, but I'm a little bit scared. I don't want to dig too deep. I'm going to go around one more time. All right. No, I'm not cross-threaded. That's so weird to me that people announce problems when they think they've seen it. You ruined it. It's all over for you. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Now let's see if we can find a what else do we have? Nothing. We just let that chill. And then once it is, put that little loop on it, and then we'll be able to put a necklace to it. And then we will have to shave off that little bit of formula that leaked at the top right there. That shouldn't be a big deal. But now we got a neck piece. Doo-doo-doo-doo. To the point, do you ever visit Texas? You're invited to visit the shop anytime. You serious? I do not ever visit Texas, but I will visit Texas 100%. You can't just come here and invite me to your shop and not become an instant mod. What are you talking about? Bam. Bam. Cool thing to do and say. But yeah, I'm visit. I think my first shop visit is gonna probably be Smoke Shop. Probably the first time I get out of state. I would imagine it's gonna probably be at Smoke Shops. I'll bring one of my raggedy trucks down there. And we'll pimp out one of the rooms in his house. while we curse at my truck together in the garage. Yo, so first off, this dude in here, Mr. McCall, right here, who just popped up in our chat. Let me pull back a little bit. Because I did a whole live last night about this. You must have felt it in your bones this morning when you woke up, saw me on this live stream. This box came yesterday, and my wife was like, I did some yard work, so I was tired at the end of the day because it was hot yesterday. And she says, "You got a box?" And I was like, "A package?" And I'm like, yeah. I thought of some Amazon stuff. And it was this. And I'm so god dang geeked about all of this. It's insane. It's the kind of stuff that I be I be wanting to have the perfect project for each thing, so it makes me heighten my sense of what the thing could be, because this is so phenomenal. I can't betray it with the BS design. You know what I'm saying? I really put my best foot forward with those things. Don't have much time, good stuff. Oh man. I'm glad you came through though, bro. I did a whole live last night on it if you want to go back and watch it. Just singing the praises of you. And we were cleaning up these earrings, without anything on them. We just sanded this down and burnished them to 3000 grit and somehow got them super shiny and pretty. And then I'm just putting a little CA glue on top where we couldn't do as much on the end grain to get them as smooth. So we're just disguising it with something slick and pretty. What did I do before finding this happy place? Oh my gosh. I took my happy place to everybody else's place. Buckeye. Perfect. See, this dude, Mr. McCall, knows wood like nobody else. I'm a contractor. I always kind of fancied myself an artist. I think it sounds a little pompous when you say it about yourself, but So as I learned how to remodel houses, my focus was on design, interior design. And not long after, I just was barely able to lay down flooring and do drywall, and I could frame really well. I went ahead and started my company, and I've been a remodeling company ever since. And in recent years, I shrunk it down to just me so I can just manage my own house and my own family. And I go to somebody's house and dream up a bathroom with them, and then we build it. I build it, right? And now I have found all of these cool things to do here in my shop that I've built, in the house that we're building. So, yeah. I'm a very fortunate person. I've always been willing to pursue my own happiness in a manner that takes care of my kids and my family. Just keeps reminding me that I need a new vice. Listen, this was less than $20, Knots, at Harbor Freight. Less than $20, dude. And it is such a good vice. I'll show you something else. If you've got a bench already, like a joiner's bench. I love it. I love that stuff, Mr. McCall. You got a joiner's bench? This handle, this handle, right? And this handle and all the hardware that came with them that allows me to have a 3-foot Moxon vise, and this will come out to here. I can get almost a foot of width out of it. And sorry, my shop floor is disgusting, but $7. Harbor Freight, they're corner clamps. Throw away the corner clamp and you can build a vise out of the hardware. $7. That's incredible. I found sharpening knives 11 years ago. I was severely depressed at the Ford plant in Detroit. I began to work sharpener after having left a job in Detroit behind. Man, I am 100% convinced that woodworking, modern woodworking, maybe historically it was a job that was just a job, but modern day woodworking is high level therapy. High level therapy. You can't convince me otherwise. You cannot convince me otherwise. Most men I know, not who I've just chitter chatted with in the inbox, but people who I actually have conversations with and know, all use woodworking in their shops to manage some of the hardships of just day-to-day life, in this economy, in this environment, in its social arrangements, and it seems to be fantastically helpful. These are too small. This is slightly too big. We're going to have to make modifications. But the dudes that I know are very much like yourself. They found a way to calm their mind down and do something that feels important to them in whatever level. And I'm very proud to be in a community like that. I'm gonna put this inside of a rag or something so it doesn't send fragments everywhere and I end up with no rings. Close that up. And now I got 2 smaller rings instead of 1 threaded. And now we can, if we can round those around each other just so, we might be able to make a slightly smaller circle that'll fit better with these. I am no machinist and my tools are rusty. I know y'all gonna trash me on that. I'm a working contractor. Woodworking also has taught me to spend a little time outside of the job, so to speak, and touch up the tools, clean up the tools, just so that the next time you use them, a little bit more usable. And mostly I had a bad habit of that, of just dumping the tools back in the toolbox because I do so many trades, carry so many tools around, and I'm usually working alone, so I'm usually working fast. See, that's working. All we needed was a little bit of patience. Scams be likely. Scams be likely. Fold that over. Crump that down. I swear every little thing you do seems like comes back and gifts you something. I remember for a very short period of time, I was trying to make copper jewelry, and I did not invest in any tools for it, per se. But I did get fairly comfortable using my day-to-day stuff to get some moderate results. Just gonna pull that to the other side so that it sort of spring closes instead of springs open. You know what I'm saying? So you just turn it over there. Ugh. Bam. And now it'll hold tight. I need to do 2 of those. It's not perfect, but the loop will put inside of the earring hole. And then plus it'll be a little flat, so it'll let it turn a little better too. Let's get this other one together. Power is out. Oh snap, what a day. I now teach sharpening and happiness to folks experiencing depression, accompanied by some good music. That's nice, dude. That might be one of the things I should offer in my area. I've been thinking about holding classes on a couple things. Dub Sack up in this joint. What's up? What's up, brother? So, cramp that, cramp that, cramp that, cramp that, cramp that, cramp that, cramp that. Ouch. Crush your finger, crush your fingers, crush your fingers, crush your fingers. Oh, shot that into the sky. I will not go look for that. No way that's somewhere findable. Dang it. But fortunately, I have new wings to be. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing, sir? Again, this is like one of those threaded keychainy sort of situations. Just a little bit too big for what we want. So I'm gonna go right across that cut and just snap it, and then I'll have 2 rings and a little tiny piece left over. But we don't want it to go flying, so again, we're gonna wrap it in this. That'll hide it, keep it intact. Put a squeeze on it. And then we should have 2 rings, 2 chains. Let's see if I can put this in the little open area right here. See if I can squeeze it without losing it that way. Not bad. We'll turn it the opposite way. Give it some more squeeze. Keep it wrapped. I'm doing that just so if it bounces, I still hold it. Okay, that worked. A little bit more. And when I'm squeezing it, I'm like, I'm not just cramping down, I'm bouncing like that. And just a little bit more pressure each little bounce. See? Let's see if we're the same size yet. No, not quite. Be careful, you can also pinch the crap out of your skin doing this. Woo. Dip, 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 dip. That did not feel good, Tony. Look at that. I'm getting a little red mark. I'm gonna have to cover that up so my kids don't sense weakness in me. Come back here. Oh, snap. Good morning, everyone. Hope your morning is going well. What's up, Fetty? Hope your morning is going well, too. Ugh. Squeeze. I'm just turning this ring as I go. So I'm putting the pressure on all of it so I get a better chance at round rather than weirdly oval, which is still kind of fine for being. Let's give it a little more. Almost got myself. I just need it a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Almost. I could also make it smaller, a little oblong, cut a piece off of it and forgive myself. That looked like it. Yeah, let's cut a little of that off. That way we plug it over to the other side. I probably could have gone up to the store and picked this a different size and brought it back by now. I feel like I could have. But would that have been as fun? Maybe. Oh, that's much better than the other one. Let's go ahead and fix the other one now then. Maybe a little bit more. Did that cut or did it just rock off? That cut. I know this is not exciting for you all. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. It's just necessary, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those little things that can't do nothing about. Get some music in the meantime, though, to show my determination and willingness to move forward. Yo. Okay. Probably turning it off now. Get over there. Remember, I gotta get it to the other side so the spring force proper. It wants to stay closed instead of pressure to be open. You know what I mean? Then the thing would be, can it go through here that way? Which may not be likely. Open it way up. Undo what we did. Hopefully the memory of the metal I may just have to get something better. Just seriously might be mangling it too much. Put a hoop on it first before we bury that thing. Your personality and skills definitely be good for others. Enjoy your day and thank you all for the work you do. Thanks. All right, appreciate you, Grizz. Hope to see you again. Hey, Fed. What's up, Kevin Ellis? I didn't even think about a sharpening class. I was just thinking more like either a carpentry class or a woodworking class. But sharpening could be in there too. You're gonna have to polish that a little better off, but you got the earring. Oh, you gotta get both of them in. Oh, they are in that hole. That one's just showing on the other side too. Oh, that's one. One down. like at every stage of this, there's like another layer of tooling and skill set. Like now there's metal work, right? And different tools for that, for sure. And then there is, you know, the tools that really get you there on a high level, or the skills that get you there, so your stuff don't look janky, you know? This part of it. Get through there. Look how this isn't threading through. There we go. You gotta pull them back together again. We gotta roll them back over each other, but we need a hook first. And then if we do this, if our calculations are correct, we should be able to roll this piece this way. Y'all a little bit feel like y'all in Dexter's lab in your workshop. A little bit. I feel a little bit like Dexter in here. All that trouble, but trouble feels worth it sometimes. Thanks, guy. Appreciate that. I'm gonna make a nice, cute little box of these. So we're going to be doing some of that today, I'm sure. We finished up these last night. They're going to go out with the violin. I think we'll have some nice stuff to show. But yeah, I got one knife left to dry. That is going out the second it is dry. And it's still not quite. But as soon as this bad boy is fully dry, we're gonna send it out. But I can still feel it. So what I don't want is to be sticking to any packaging or anything like that on the way and then have to be refinished when it gets there. But that goes out, hopefully, if it dries out today completely. And then these things will go out with different place, of course. But these vanilla beans are for sale still. I like nice round even numbers, so earrings are gonna be $50, I think. I would like to do them cheaper. They're just a lot of effort. Hey, God, appreciate you. Going back to your wood shop, man, and have a good time. We're gonna make you a mod over here just so we can recognize you. We like for the other people who have shops and are comrades to be recognizable when they come in here. So I hope you can. I hope that's okay with you. You don't have to do anything, but be cool. Tell you, I'd be losing my doggone live stream. Like the live goes short. We'll be good in just a second. I just have to get some music going. And maybe even another idea. This is like the little boring stuff sometimes that I'll do off camera that I don't think y'all will be that interested in. But I like talking to y'all. I mean, I just do. Oh, thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming to the channel. Now, we were talking about, this came off of a cheap Woodcraft set. And the thing I like about Woodcraft, I believe that's what this set was. It's a good tool with the cheapest, quickest way. Because this is not a bad handle. This is okay to work with. What I found was this right here was just sharp. Not sharp, but too much for my finger to be on comfortably. And so I made my own. With a fatter handle and a little bit softer material in the epoxy, a place for my finger to rest, and that corner's rounded off, and that side's rounded off all the way around on this one now. The tip is rounded off. It's not necessary. Nobody gouges wood with this tip. It's just something there to cut you. Because it's just cheaper in manufacturing to leave it that way than to come back and retool it. What you'll also notice is my bevel is more round. It's a smoother transition around it than with this one that's got that hard ridge right there. Now we're going to work that out, and we're also going to work out this kind of chunky edge. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. See, the edge isn't all that great either on this one. See? So we're going to work that out too. But I can't bend steel like this that accurately. So I'm going to use their machine that built this. I'm going to take the handle off because I don't need it. I'm going to take that tip off. I don't need it. I'm going to get that ridge out of there because it's a better tool without it. And yeah. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to build a handle for this. And I think we'll do that right now. Since we got this handle on it already, we'll work the blade with this handle still on it. That way we don't have to freak out too much about not damaging our new handle once it's on there. So, one of the things I want to do right away is start cutting this edge and getting that tip off there. I'm going to try to do this with minimal stuff so that y'all aren't intimidated by it if this is what you want to do. A lot of wood carvers don't have a lot of big machines, so I'm going to try to leave it to something relatively small, and this little vise, because most people have a vise. If you don't have a vise, you can always use a clamp, a little F clamp, something like that. Hey, Wood, How you doing? We made these earrings earlier. Continuation from this morning's 2 a.m. live, and we polished them to a 3,000 grit so they'd be super shiny without having chemicals on them on anybody's face. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did today, and now we're gonna convert this, not exactly to this, but into hopefully just as good a tool as this one became. And then we'll have to figure out how we want to sheath it as well. And this magnificent species is for sale too, if somebody wants it. All right, let's get this worked out. Now, this edge right here, let me turn it around so you can see it. You can see it better this way. We're just going to round that off. We don't need it. Now, it's time. We're going to need a mask. The good thing about not putting any chemicals on this stuff is it doesn't have to dry. If dust gets in the air and lands on it, we just dust it off. It's right back to its shiny self. So we're going to get up on that. We want a tool that can do that damage and cut that thing down. I can use a grinder for that. I think I'm going to use a little, my little hand sander, my little handheld belt sander, if I can find it. It's been a weird day. I think I've got like maybe 120 grit paper on this, something like that. So I'm going this way, so I'm going to cut from here and go back towards the edge. I got to mask up, sorry. Can't be breathing in metal. It's a bad idea. All right. to soften it, because remember, this is the finger side. There's no blade here. So we're going to round this over as well. Especially back here where your finger's going to be a lot. Now this is all tempered and heat treated stuff, so it's already strong. It's not going to come off fast, but it's going to come off. We're just going to round it over. Like rarely when you're using a spoon, when you're using this kind of knife, rarely are you just doing a few little cuts. You'll be on it for a while a lot of times. And it should be as comfortable as it can be. Exactly right. Protect your neck. Just getting cleaned up. Remember, I don't care about the handle right now. That's so much better. So much better. So much better. All right, next thing is getting that ridge off the back. We got our tip rounded. And we've got our edges comfortable. Where if we're holding this, we're comfortable. We're not against a sharp corner. So now, just gonna clean that off. I think I want it like that. You can kind of turn this thing opposite. Hold on. Okay. Let's get in my honeydew list. If I go that way or if I go that way. Maybe this way would be good. This turns out to not be a good mallet for that. I don't want to chip it up. I'm going to use it for mallet stuff that doesn't chip it up. I got this here. I can loosen up that there. Got tight or looser? Dang it, I ain't used this thing in a while. Lefty loosened it. Get out of here. Alright, so now I'm going to round that over. But I'm going to do that with something a little bit more precise than that thing. I'm going to use this thing. But you can also do this with a file. You can also do that with a file. In fact, I'll do that with a file. Real quick. Reinhardt. Hey. I'm going to start with something that's a little fine. This might be one of my easier to manage files right here. Let's get it cleaned off. These clean out files really well, these dummies. Not those kinds of dummies. Alright. It's a lot of movement. Hold on. Are our screws loose? It's a lot more movement than I want while I'm doing this. I was just singing the praises of it. I wonder if the old harsh sand with the abrasive might work. Let's see if our good buddy WD with 36 grit, and then we'll work our way up. Yeah? Yeah! I really like this just because I can go both directions. So I have to get more work done. And what I'm doing right now is just knocking that ridge down, just getting rid of it. I'm avoiding the edge here, of course. I don't like that ridge, I don't need it. Out in the rain, still watching the stream. Oh man, be careful. Be careful. Just listen. Just listen to the stream. You don't want nothing to happen to you, bro. This is got 60 written on the back, but I think this is a 36 grit. But it is handling business. This is actually doing pretty good, comparatively. I think it's doing pretty good. I think it's doing a little bit better than the firewood. It's getting nice and round now. You gotta be careful. I don't want to snag that edge of the blade side. It makes sense to get to a certain point, start pulling that way towards the blade so that you avoid snagging it. Give me other stand. I'm going to get the bulk of what I want out of the heaviest grip. And I'm going to refine from there. Pretty thick on this back side, so I got to get it. Finger seems to help stabilize it. Keep it on there. Have to go until the edge is no longer defined. You can still feel it pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some tooling on it. Now, 1/600, I'm wondering if I might be too light, too soon, too high in the grade. I'm gonna jump down to 320 if I got it nearby, and see if I can go backwards from there. Let me share. Alright, here we go. Still wet grade, wet dry. Yeah, I think this is a better choice to get started with. Be super careful here. This one can cut you pretty good. So I want to be mindful of when we're pulling near that blade edge. Because we're going to recut this edge, but it was sharp before. So, before we messed with it. So, it still could be now. I think we're going to do trivia and a giveaway tomorrow night. And then maybe later today I'll do a post the rules and stuff. Make it official. Woo. Hit the inside of that edge so we can carry our burr out. Right. Up to some 600 now. It's going to be a sharp and polished process, sort of hand in hand the whole way. All goes well, we'll be pulling an edge as we go. Always pulling towards the edge. I imagine you could probably do this away from me. I don't know if you can see it as well. The good thing about this paper and your finger is that you can feel it all. You can feel when you've got a burr there, and you can feel areas that you need to put some focus on. The bad thing about using your finger is that you can feel it all. If you slip, you know, potentially damage your best tool, which is your hand. Good. That feels completely smooth. I can feel that spine come back about here, but up here, completely rounded over. So, pretty good. How you doing, Thad? The deal? Said it wrong, my bad. So, that was the 600 grit. We're gonna move up to the 1000. Hope y'all having a good day. Hope you're finding something useful and productive to do, something satisfying, or even getting some rest that you might have needed. The season for just about everything, right? This is 1200 grit. This is a very delicate sand because one slip is a problem. But most people won't ever be building an edge. They'll just be working what they got, you know? Those folks. Turn this around. You should see the hook knives that you can get online, man. Like the ones Lions has. They're so nice. They're so nice. Me, I just don't want mine to be bad. Come in these nice leather wraps. Patience is an ally right here, for sure. Now, we may very well have to cut an edge once we're done. So we'll be mostly there if we do. And we may not have to. That was a 1200. We're going to go to 2000. See what that does for us. Sure, I got something somewhere. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I got it labeled, though. Let's see. I don't want to accidentally go down a grade or skip a joint. So I'm going to get another piece of the 2 stacks. This is 2000 grit. And our goal with this knife is to get it as sharp as possible for this knife. I don't like to sharpen these that often. I don't think anybody does. So if we get it nice and sharp, get our geometry good in the very beginning, maybe it won't be so bad. Woo. Oh! Oh, Bruce. Sorry you didn't, bro. move to the chat. Mm. Well, that's a 2000 grit polish. Now we are going to the 3 stacks. See how that does. Get it wet. I'm putting a lot of sweat equity here in this little knife to make it better. Hey Ronan, how you doing? Well, you know, we gotta get to what we can get to, bro. Look how polishy that thing got. It got much, much, much better. In terms of that blade, so far. Let's see what's next. A couple of magic straps in the future. Now you don't have to have magic tools like me, but if you did, you find all of this so much easier. Hmm? You do need magic tools, man. More magic. I think we might be ready to try it out. Pretty dang shiny. Pretty dang shiny. What was that rotary tool? What did? Oh, we had a polished tip already on it, baby. Let's go ahead and plug him in real fast. When I say real fast, I mean like old man in the garage fast. All right. Now, what do we want to put on here, really? What do we want to put on here, really? Just a dab. Just a dab of the mother's. Might be enough. Might be enough. So cut that edge even a little bit more, you know? be the most polished edge I've gotten in a long time. Let's see if it will cut. Might not even be sharp yet after all of that. This will tell us. Don't be ambitious, miss. And this is end grain. Alright. Check this side grain. It's like an apple. Pretty good. Let's look at the cleanliness of the cut. Let's see how clean that cut gets. You can just kind of feel it gliding over. Can you see that in there? See any ridges? I mean, it's shiny and smooth. So, that's good. I'm super proud of that. But we need a better handle than this. We need a better handle than this. This is nice that it's smoother here, but we need a better handle than this. Alright, so how do we do that? Well, if you clamp this, knock that off. Alright, we ain't there yet. Let's go ahead and take the bumpers off. Try to get the flat part that is not near the blade. I don't think this is going to take a whole lot. Whoops. Whoopee. Started coming. Man, I just bumped into the edge of that blade. Felt like I cut my whole finger off. All right. good blade. Now I gotta make a good handle. I don't know yet, Ronan. I don't know yet. That's kind of the thing. We ended up with all of these really cool things. Let's go ahead and get this off. I don't think we need this right now. We got some real cool wood over here. So we might do a glue up. We might do a glue up. Then we might do a giveaway for this very hook blade. Let me take these off. I got a doggone drill bit somewhere. Let's look at our options and see what moves us. See what moves us. And what would be a good size, too. That already is kind of exciting. That's a good size. What if we went with like that? Contrasted it with something like that. That would be pretty boss. Would it be that way? Would it be better that way? Definitely would have to have clearance on the blade side, which would be that way. Which might be nice. So, we're already making some decisions here. Yes, nuts. I did finish the earrings. They turned out quite nice, I think. A pair of pretty ladies. So we like them. And then we started working on this bad boy. We recut the edge, we recut the blade, we recut everything. Polished it up. We did some pretty cool cutting before we took that bum blade off. And now we're going to figure out how we're going to make this one dope. See what I'm saying? You need a place for your fingers. If I had this, I'd be like that. So I would be down. I would be like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So now we're going to lock him down. We're going to cut that out. And for this cut, I do prefer clamping to the table over anything for this particular cut. I should not do that. I should flip this. It's gonna make it easier. I need a little robot that just rolls over here, beep, 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 and I can just put stuff in it and it'll carry it back. I tried to have some human children for that, but they don't cooperate. Tighten that thing up. Tighten that thing up. So we're going to drop down a little bit into that because we want that to be the strength. And then we're going to work everything else out, right? So what we will do for a little bit is get that started some with our tool saw, our little one. And then we'll score the rest. We'll work that out. I am going to go a little further lengthwise. I am going to start a little further back and go a little further back. And I don't even know what this wood is. Maybe a maple. It's kind of like a fruit wood, maybe. But it's hard. it is tough stuff. I am learning a little bit more about wood. I wish I knew a little more. I could be a little bit more informative to you guys sometimes. Very often, we rely on you guys to give us the information. Because we got such a diverse bunch here. So many skill sets. And learning a little bit more about everybody every day. Realize I could have been asking Beard Grooves about heat treating all this time and getting some tips. Grooves, when are you going on to finish your knife up today? Oh man, I appreciate that, Ronan. Could be Australian gumwood. I will ask Ken when I see him in the chat, or when I see him on his live stream, because he'll know. He can name every chunk of wood and anything in my shop. He is so dang knowledgeable. And thank you for saying that, Ronan. I appreciate it. Well, let me know when you do, Beard, or when you want to. I will get off, go over there and watch you. Because I'll definitely need a break for some vittles at some point. Break some of these fibers. There really isn't much point in trying to round those edges, because I'm going to epoxy this. So it's going to sit in there. It's going to sit on those shoulders, and it's going to be fine from there. Oh, y'all expecting storms today. Yikes. I gotcha. We are expecting storms today as well. It has been a stormy summer. Like, it seems excessively so this particular summer to me. That might be a maple. This just be a nice maple. I might make a tougher version of this chisel. Because it's basically a push chisel. It's got to stay super sharp. But it wouldn't handle getting hit on the back, I don't think. It's fairly light duty stuff, but it gets in these spots so well. The weather has been extra this year. Yeah, feels that way. So, this stuff is nice and dense, so it's going to be good for holding that blade in place and handling the pressure of it, along with also, of course, the epoxy that's always a big part of it in this type of application. But after we get the epoxy to hold the knife blade in, we're going to use wood glue to attach these to each other. And we got to come up with some design for the thing, for crying out loud. We got no design, we've just been freestyling. And we don't have a belt sander right now. The capacitor, I believe, has gone out and need to replace it. Never done that before, but I'm going to learn something new today, it seems. And here I don't mind going a little deeper than my thickness, if that's, or the edge of the blade, if that's what it takes, because that tang can get buried in this wood, and I would be even happier. Because it's just going to make it more sturdy the deeper it is in there. Remember, we don't want pretty and weak tools. Not thick enough. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Let me see if I got a thicker chisel that'll fit in here. I don't think I do. I definitely don't. I am wondering though if I shouldn't make one. You know what I'm saying? Because I could technically make a chisel out of that. I'd have to heat treat it. But I could do it. I have to change the handle because I'll melt that off. But I think I will do that. Not this moment. But when the time comes. So right now, this is the only option. Not that it's a bad one. I'm very proud of the work this little chisel be doing. Just don't want to break the little booger. It's good. Almost too good. Give it a little bit more room for the actual epoxy to sit below as well. Now I like to use the flat side of the chisel on this side just to establish the depth, and then I'll flip it and let the bevel kind of scrape and carry that depth forward. And just sort of rod that bevel and plow it out. It's a little easier to do one side at a time. Just work your way back over. There's such a pretty grain in there. Sorry, Chad, I've been stuck on this for a little bit. Still here in spirit, too. That's it. That's it. Let me shave a little bit of that off, and then I'm going to fasten this down, put some epoxy on it, but before that, I got to come up with a design that makes that look good. So, see y'all here in a little bit. I'm going to grab some food. When I see you back here a little bit later, please hit the like before you head out, just so the algorithm will give me back to you. I did a late night algorithm. Did a late night live last night, and YouTube tends to, when not a lot of people show up, they like to make the next live like that. So hit the like thing so it'll put me back in the mix. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much for what you've done. I think I'm going to try to set up and do this in the basement with my Dremel. Oh, right on. Yeah, you totally could. See y'all later. Peace and love. If I see you on Beard, I'll be there. West does it. Peace. Boop.